Nintendo!
Hey everyone, welcome back with Beano Mac, where today we're obviously going to continue our playthrough of Super Smash Bros. Brawl, some classic mode here. We got some Luigi. And yeah, I mean, we got our strawberry pink outfit on here, one of my favorites of all time as far as outfits go in the series. Reminds me of ice cream, you know, strawberry ice cream. And, you know, it's just the usual suspects. We're going to take on people, you know, take them out, you know, one after the other. You know, we usually get a decent amount of variety, you know, as well as a decent amount of lag, unfortunately. But, hey, I mean, that's just the territory. And once again, I mean, I don't know, I was saying in the last episode about, like, how, you know, with New Pork City, how I hate fighting on that stage because it's so big. I'm actually glad, you know, I'm refusing to unlock 75M just to make sure that I don't have to fight on that stage, because that is something I do not want to deal with. Because I mean, if I remember correctly, the stage hazards in this game are way worse than what, you know, we had in Ultimate and stuff like that. It's tough because you go back to it and you don't think much, but like I remember, like, I was playing Brawl and stuff with my buddies before Ultimate came out, you know, just in preparation of it, and, you know, I remember on the the Ice Climber stage, you know, the fish, he's so much more involved than you think. Like, if you hit the water in the Ice Climber stage on Brawl, yeah, you're getting 8, and, you know, 9 times out of 10, that thing is on you quicker than, you know, anything that I could even describe at this moment, because I'm not good with sayings. That fast, yeah. But you know, in an Ultimate, like, they definitely nerfed them a lot. And you know, Brawl, I think once again, you know, with the stage hazards, you know, obviously in the Congo Falls that we just saw, you know, it's got that spike, you know, spikes whenever you get hit. I mean, those are like instant KOs for whatever reason. Then there's also obviously you know, 75M that I mentioned. I think it might be the same, you know, amount of damage in Mario Bros. Stage, which is the one with, like, you know, the Koopas and the crabs and stuff like that. I think they're like, I can't remember what they call the crabs in Mario Bros. Stuff like it. They're not crabs or something like that, or they're not turtles. They got to be something else. You know, Koopas and is it shell creepers or something weird like that. Somebody in the comments below, tell me what the freaking you know, what they call the crabs from the original Mario Bros. Game. Not Super Mario Brothers. God damn it. Not Super Mario Brothers, but, you know, the original Mario Bros., you know, stuff like that. That game, and I played it, I remember, it's a very funny game to play, Mario Bros., but golly gee whiz, man, is it just... I think it'd be cool if Nintendo, whatever, you know, if it came out with a remastered version of it, you know, just as like a cool little fun like game to play and stuff like that with better controls. But I mean, as it is now, like, it's definitely one of those games that has aged poorly in my opinion, and it mainly comes down to I believe the jumping. I forget exactly how it is, but it's something crazy, like you can't jump while you're running, or like you lose all sort. If you're not running while you jump, you don't have any sort of momentum. Something was up with the jump physics. I only really played it briefly once, and once again, very hilarious because all the monsters and stuff like that, and like the fires, the flaming things, whatever you call them. I don't think they were called Bootaboos at that point, but I could be wrong. You know, just the little flames that go around on the stage on the bottom or whatever. They're actually faster than your character. So, you know, the very funny moments of, you know, I have some stuff on my Switch still, just me and my buddy trying to escape and completely looking like idiots and stuff like that, which, you know, if you're a fan of this channel, you're probably a fan of me looking like an idiot while I'm playing games, so I'll probably upload that at some point. You know, just a clip of me and my buddy playing and stuff like that. Maybe sometime in the future. Oh yeah, see, I finally found out. This is the game in which, if you're metal, because of how the physics work in this game, you just cannot get back on the stage. I was thinking it was melee, and I could have... There's still a part of me that feels like that's the case, but... You know, like, I could have swore, like, back in the day, I would always, you know, I don't want to deal with Metal Mario. You know, so as a Luigi, I just grab him by the end of the stage, do his back throw, and then that's all she wrote, you know, whether he's at 0 or not. But I guess it was this game. Maybe it is both. I can't. Oh, come on. Really, Luigi? You couldn't have grabbed the edge like 2 inches away from you. Almost just blew it again. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Nintendo's retro games, you know, NES stuff. You know, I can respect it, but I mean, gee, I don't know. It's just too tough for me to go back to, you know, in the sense of like my enjoyment of it, and the literal sense of those games are so freaking hard. So I give credit to anybody who's able to, you know, play and beat those games and stuff like that. It's funny. I actually have an uncle who used to bullshit. So he's just a bullshitter in general. And he used to bullshit so much when he played Pac-Man, or it was Miss Pac-Man actually, because I used to have like an arcade machine that was my dad with like 80 games. I had like Donkey Kong, Pac-Man, Dig Dug, Frogger. Frogger was the one that I liked, but we're sticking with Miss Pac-Man here and my uncle. So obviously, if you know even just a little bit of games back in the day, how they worked was, you know, there was no end to them. It was just kind of like, you know, you get to a certain point and that's a kill screen, you know, and you know, it was people just trying to get as far as they can, you know, to get the high score in the kill screens is what I believe is how it works. And I remember he, for the longest time, said that he beat Miss Pac-Man, you know, only one of like him and one of like 5 other people in the world were the one wants to beat it and stuff like that. And he was so good at, you know, I never looked into it because it's just kind of like the thing of like, I just didn't really care. But then I looked into it one day and he had everybody believe him, and then I looked into it, and yeah, obviously, you know, kill screens exist, and there is no end to Miss Pac-Man. And I believe even in that game, there's like a specific high score, like that absolute highest score you can get in that game. It's like, and I can't remember what it was, but I remember he pretty much said like, yeah, his high score was that it was like 100,000 something. I think like the most you can get is like 80,000 or something like that. Can't remember exactly, but the point being is that like his high score that he would get on a consistent basis, I mean, like nobody ever checked the machines. Once again, like I didn't give enough of a crap to like really check for the longest time. And B, you know, pretty much every single score he got, you know, they said and bragged about and stuff like that was always like 20,000 higher than what is actually physically possible in the game. So essentially, you know, for a while, my uncle, he was kind of like I had like a Billy Mitchell for an uncle and stuff like that. Which, I don't know, if you know anything about Billy Mitchell, I mean, you know, he's a special gentleman, let's just put it that way. I think one of the best things is when a regular show, they had, you know, an episode of their show in which it was Garrett Bobby Ferguson and stuff like that. That was like the cheater at Broken Bones, I think it was called, like the motorcycle game where you guys did stunts and stuff like that, and they had a whole episode. And you know, the joke was Garrett Bobby Ferguson, GBF, you know, it's really supposed to be standing for, you know, giant bearded face or something like that. And either way, it did have a little bit of a resemblance to Billy Mitchell. Like I think it was clearly based off of him, but you know, obviously, you know, he was literally just a floating head with like pretty disturbing like gross arms and legs and stuff like that were like normal size and stuff like that. But Billy Mitchell actually sued him over a defamation of character, saying that, you know, he's a cheater and all this other stuff. And the court, you know, ruled in favor of you know, Cartoon Network and regular show because, you know, obviously no, Billy Mitchell, even if you've never seen him, I'm sure you probably know just from how logic works, he is not a floating giant head. So, man, I gotta say, I tried to do something new on this course, to mix it up a little bit, go backwards, and yeah, it is not working out for me. But oh well, you know, it's good to experiment sometimes. Hopefully you guys got a good laugh right out of it. Ooh, you know you like the flying kick. Alright, looks like we got the runs for stage 11 this time, folks. This should be a piece of cake. kind of make one of the characters I am kind of curious if they're gonna ever come back again is the Ice Climbers, because their legacy character is kind of like a Jigglypuff, because their original intention was to have the Ice Climbers as like Famicom legacy characters, retro characters, you know, to pay homage to that, you know, era of gaming. But like now they have quite a few characters like Rob and Mr. Game & Watch for that, so I don't know who's to say if they're gonna, you know, need them in future releases. I think after Melee, Jigglypuff was supposed to be cut like from pretty much almost every game except for Ultimate, so like I think she wasn't supposed to come back in Brawl, and I think she was like one of the like the second to last character added. Maybe it was like third to last or whatever. She was just added. I don't even know why. I think it was just to add her because they had enough time. But like she was supposed to be like cut from, you know, Brawl, you know, from Melee to Brawl and stuff like that. But you know, Sakurai decided to bring her back, and then I think she was, I can't remember the exact story, but I'm pretty sure I heard somewhere where she was supposed to be cut from, you know, Wii U and 3DS and stuff like that, but they decided to just bring her back for whatever reason. And I think the main reason for cutting her was because, you know, her relevance had kind of, you know, waned at that point in comparison to, you know, a lot of other Pokemon. Honestly, you know, so many more generations came out, you know. This is the era of, like, Lucario and stuff like that. And here we have Master Hand. But I don't know, it's always interesting like hearing the reasons why characters were cut and stuff like that. Even the clone characters, it's just so weird to me, like, you know, Dr. Mario, like, why was he just not like added from like every game after this, you know, and stuff like that, and why he would be cut and stuff, when, you know, like Sakurai's even like said in the past, you know, characters like him don't like deter him from making new characters. It's just, you know, the Echo Fighters and, you know, clone characters and stuff like that, you know, they're just bonus additions essentially. You know, we wouldn't get, you know, new guys even if like they were cut type of deal. But I'll go over all the Cutting Room Floor stuff on my Subspace Emissary playthroughs. But if you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Check out next week's episode on Nintendo Tuesday. Ring the bell to be notified of daily content. But above all else, please remember to have a nice day.
Congratulations!